Hi, this is Jessica, and today I need to do my social media app review. And today I'm going to be talking about Twitter. Kind of made a little sign for it. So when you download the app on any software like a phone or a tablet like I'm using, it's this blue icon right here which says Twitter, and it's a blue bird, and you just click on Twitter and it pops up. And you gotta give it a minute because Twitter's a pretty good site. Alright, so when it finally loads, you can see that Twitter is somewhat like Facebook. You have your main posts that people make or share that they think would be funny, like for instance this dog. He was shaking and walking. So people, and also the thing that I think is neat about Twitter is that many people, like, you got 552 heart or comments, and then you got people that are liking it, which are the hearts. That's how people show they like it. You can bookmark many things that you might like by pushing this button. You can add tweet to bookmark. And something else I thought was pretty neat about Twitter was the fact that you can tweet anything that you like. Kind of like Facebook with making posts, it's a tweet instead. And you click this blue icon, which is a little feather, and you say, what is happening? And you say, today the weather is nice. Nice and beautiful. Beautiful. Sorry. A little slackish on my spelling. And you say tweet. And you push the tweet, which is kind of like post. And then when you scroll up here, it says right here that today the weather is nice and beautiful. And I think that's really cool. I mean, it's kind of like Facebook, Twitter. When they first came out with Twitter, they wanted to call it the friend stalker page. I mean, everybody thinks when they think about Twitter, oh, it's just a place that people can stalk people. I mean, kind of. I mean, it's sort of like Facebook, but you can bookmark, and sometimes you can't bookmark with Facebook. Like, I can like it, and I have one like now that I did. I can comment on it and say, yes it is, and a smiley face, because I like emojis. And then that has one comment, show this thread. And you can click on it, and then people can say, oh, she had a comment. Another thing that I like about Twitter is that you can go to your profile and you can click on your name, and it brings you to your profile. So I like to draw, so I put this cover photo up here. I really love to draw in color. I got my bio, which is loving mother of 2 beautiful children. I just saw on my front screen. And then it has basically all these of my tweets that I've made. I made a post about a baby raccoon, which I thought was pretty cute. My friend was holding it, and I tweeted about that. Twitter is also pretty good about privacy settings. I mean, I don't have, not to be lame, but I don't have a lot of friends on Twitter, as I'm not one to like a lot of people on my social media. I'm not one to use a lot of social media. Another thing is you can keep up to date on stuff going on. Like, say celebrities who committed murder. I mean, these 2 people right here, these people committed 17 major celebrities who have committed murder. You can click on this and find out who actually committed murder. Also, you can keep up to date on the recent kitty post or animal post. I love watching the crazy animals on what they do on a daily. I think that's always so pretty. You click on it, and it shows a kitty drinking some milk. So And also, when you do these, you can be like, oh, I like that. So I'm going to push the heart button to show that I like it. Um, People have commented, oh, my. You mean make comments. Everybody on Twitter has this at thing. But hashtag actually was not invented with Twitter. It was invented in 1988 that I found out. I thought was pretty neat because I thought hashtag came from Twitter, but it didn't. Um, that's a funny one. Date someone you can have fun at the grocery store with. That's always a plus in my family. Because, and also with these, you can see people comment normally all the time. You always see things moving and stuff, or keeping up to date with everything. Like, you like movies, you can watch this Sean One Night Only, Apple Music. You can listen to music on Twitter that you think would be great. Like, for instance, if I liked this song, I can turn around and I can bookmark it, add tweet to bookmarks. And then it says tweet added to your bookmarks, and I can view it. And then it'll pop up. Eventually, I think it would, but maybe not. I guess it popped up the thing, his comment, wake up. But it was pretty cool. You can also be, curious on what kind of stuff's going on, like the shower thoughts. At the age of 60, Snoop Dogg will be 420 in dog years. That's kind of funny. You can Twitter's just like Facebook. I mean, that's what it reminds me of, is if you do Facebook, you pretty much work, you know how it works. And I'm a big Facebook person. I contact a lot of my family with Facebook. Another thing that I thought was kind of cool was, let's see here, got note cards. If someone's like starting a business or a small foundation that they want to get out in the public and have people realize what they're doing. My brother, he does a lawn mowing business. And well, he uses Twitter also, but I guess I don't have him on here because I haven't synced my contacts. But he does things like that, and I can type in here, lawn, maybe care. They have different things on what people might be interested in looking at. Fact about or I guess this is more Trump thing, but there's a lot of stuff that people can look up. If he was looking up, mowers, and he needed to look up something regarding to a lawnmower, or the sound of 36 lawnmowers being started. Why our husbands like lawnmowers? They're hard to get started, emit fuel outdoors, and don't work half the time. That's so true. But lawn mowing, he can post different things on here, like, how the grasses grow. Word is the rough was mowed last night, and not sure if the rough mowers will be back out. It's just, he can post different cute little sayings, and they can get their word out. And if people ask him, oh, you're so, interested in lawn mowing, and he can be like, oh, well, I do my own lawn mowing business. And, he can use Twitter just like he would use Facebook. Some crazy facts about Twitter that I thought were pretty unique was that the logo, which is the little bird that we started with, here I will go back to main screen. Hold on a second, let it load. Okay, main screen. This logo right here, the Twitter bird, that came from a guy. He came up with this logo because he thought it was about, oh, I don't know what my thing's doing. But anyway, he thought that, he wanted to make a logo and put it on a social media site. He wanted to make his own app, and he his name was Larry Bird, and he invented the logo Twitter, and he came up with the little bird, because of his last name. He was a basketball legend. He was Boston Selects, I think it's called, Boston People, Boston baseball group. And then also some other interesting facts about Twitter is that Katy Perry, everybody knows her, she made the most Twitter followers. She has the most. I mean, she has tons of Twitters. I mean, yeah, there's probably other like country artists or other artists that might have a lot of Twitter followers, but Shay, I guess, has a lot. And then also with Twitter, when you pull it up and you want to make your post for Twitter, and you say like you want to make a Twitter post, so you go and click on the feather, like I showed you before, and and with this, there's only, I guess there's not done there, but I guess there is only 140 characters that you can put in here, because with mobile phones you can only have up to 140, because that's as much as you are allowed to type on a mobile phone. So Twitter made it so tablets and laptops can only type 140 characters, and that's it. I mean, that's one downfall, I think, to Twitter, because some people post a lot of words in one paragraph, and you gotta sit there and read it for hours. But I think it's kind of neat that they made it so it's mobile friendly originally, but also tablet and computer friendly. So, and then, an also interesting fact is that when I was looking on Twitter and the news websites online, I found out that CBS News has stated that 974 million users have a Twitter account. That is more than people that have Facebook accounts. Like, that, it's growing. And although when they're looking at all these accounts, they notice that more than half of the people were inactive. I mean, they had a Twitter account, but it was inactive. I mean, it's like me. I used to have a Twitter account when I was maybe in high school, but I don't even know what that email is. So I had to make a new account. So a lot of people have accounts, but they don't ever look at them. So in my video, I talked about how to make a tweet, which is pretty easy. Use just the feather, and you click on it, and then you type what you want. Also, you can come down here and you can select a GIF. You can do, which is just a little like couple second video. Like a lot of people do these when they send text messages or do replies on Facebook. You can also do your location. You can say, hey, I'm in Red Cloud right now, or you can. That's why they call it the stalker page. But also you can do a photo if you want. Sorry, my computer decided to get an email. You can do a photo like this, where you click on the photo. You have to allow it to get your photos from your device. It'll eventually work. My tablet's kind of boring. Like, say I wanted to post a picture of my dog. This is my dog Tikers, so Tikers. And I can say tweet, and then it will post on here. And I always go back to my profile to make sure that it tweeted what I was trying to tweet, and it did. Tikers is right there. And then we talked about how people can connect online with like businesses, or you can make sure you see what's going on with McDonald's. I mean, a lot of people like to know about McDonald's and their remodeling thing that they do. Also, we talked about the profile review on how it looks similar to Facebook. You have your cover photo, you have your main photo, you have your name, your bio, how many I'm following 50, followers 8. I don't have a lot. You have your tweets. It's basically the same thing, I think, as Facebook, but the only thing is not a lot of people use Twitter today, but some do. And then also, just overall, Twitter is a great site, and I think that a lot of people would have fun and interesting conversations on Twitter. I like Twitter, as here recently I started working with it, and I think it's actually a very good site for people to keep up to date on everything going on. And hopefully you guys understood kind of my demo on Twitter, and hopefully it works out great. And hopefully you learned something. Thanks.